Hey everybody and welcome to Palace Chat. I'm your host Gina Parker. I am here with my co-host Ashley Jones.
Heyo.
Ashley, what have you been into this week?
Well, I caught up on Grey's Anatomy and then I was not caught up on Grey's Anatomy, so I watched a few more episodes, but nothing like super enlightening. But I will say I finally saw that scene of like the work-life balance. She deletes all of her emails and I giggled and thought of you.
Yeah, it was such a
Um,
blip that I was wondering if you'd even notice it, like if it would just fly by you. But
It was so good. That was funny. The family went to go see the 35th anniversary of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze in
mm,
theaters. So that was cool. But like in the first 5 minutes, I looked at my husband and was like, "Oh, that joke doesn't hold up." There's a couple of scenes where I was like, "Yeah, that would get you canceled right now."
like it's a famously bad movie, isn't it? Like critically panned, everyone kind of hates it. Like it's the one with Vanilla Ice, maybe.
It is the one with Vanilla Ice. I don't know. It's definitely culty, very like it's silly. Like they're trying to have a tone of like goofy, but it's good. It's like a classic. It was pretty cute though, 'cause like there weren't that many people in the theater, but the row we were in and the row behind us. So it's like we were fans when when we were kids of Ninja Turtles, and then now we're bringing our son, and then there was like a family behind us that it was like the grandparents, the parents, and the parents, all Ninja Turtles fans, all going to see this movie. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's not it's just silly. It's very like yeah, but it's fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, I was just listening to an episode of How Did This Get Made the other day which is a podcast about terrible movies that
Yeah.
was doing an episode about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Secret of the Ooze. And basically, like the first movie came out and the Parents' Council was very upset
Mm,
about the violence in it.
hmm.
And so this was like a course correction movie that
Yeah.
didn't quite work as well.
Yeah, it was quirky. And what was funny about it is like I didn't notice it as a kid watching it, but as an adult watching it, I realized that this is the only iteration of the Ninja Turtles where they don't really use weapons.
Yeah.
Like I guess they got so chastised because they literally have weapons on their backs, but they're fighting with what's around them. Like there's the scene where one of the turtles, I think it was actually Michelangelo, whose weapon is the nunchucks. And he uses salami sausages as nunchucks because that's just in the scene around them. And there's a bunch of scenes at like the the dump. So they're using like, wheel wells and, pipes and pieces of microwaves and stuff like that as their weapons, quote unquote. And maybe that's making it less violent, but it's interesting. So, yeah, it's silly, but it was a fun movie. And because it was so diluted, I'll say, it was perfectly safe for a little one to see or a younger kid. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, what about you?
It was the season finale of Stumble, and I hope that show gets renewed because it's very funny. That might be your next watch that I assigned to you.
Hmm.
It's on Peacock the whole season right now, and it's a 13 episode sitcom, so I think you can watch it very quickly.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, we're also watching the new Scrubs, which is very good.
Oh,
Are
that
you
is
watching
good.
Scrubs?
Yes, of
Oh,
course.
so good.
Scrubs is one of my top 10 favorite shows of all time. Like, it can do no wrong. It's
It's it's literally the gold standard of comedy writing. Like it's so dumbly intelligent. Like it's not like there's so many I feel like there's so many shows out there that like they try to be very like cerebral and use big language that nobody uses in day-to-day speech, and yes, that those are more dramas. But the what I love about Scrubs is that it's just like you're like, oh, that was so stupid, but I'm still laughing.
Hmm.
So in that way, it's very intelligent.
I'm looking
Anyway,
forward to connecting with the new characters a little bit more, but we're still early on. It
right,
just started
right.
this month. So,
Yeah. I'm purposefully a whole episode behind, so there's always a new episode available. We're trying to ration it.
well, in
Anyway,
the meantime, Stumble, I'll send it
there
to
you
you.
go. Cool.
And How Did This Get Made? A podcast. All right. We are talking about the summer of 1987. There's an amnesiac named Noelle Keaton who has entered the scene, and she and Jeremy are getting very close because Jeremy is trying to help her get her memory back, and she is falling in love with Jeremy. And so they're kind of falling in love, but then she gets this new psychiatrist named Dr. Damien Lazar that Jeremy has very bad vibes about, but who Noelle is completely devoted to. So that's what's going on with them. Adam Chandler owns Temple Magazine. Brooke is the editor. They start to fall in love while working together, but Brooke does not want to be involved with her boss. She knew it was a line you shouldn't cross even then. And so Adam quits his own magazine. He sells it so that he can date Brooke, essentially. And it works, and they fall in love, and they get engaged. So that all happens this summer.
Wow.
Productive summer for him.
Hmm.
And then we have Jesse and Angie. So Jesse spent months investigating the baby stealing ring, only to find out that Angela's father was behind it. He decided not to tell Angie because he is like, this is messy. But then there was like a big standoff where Les, which is Angela's dad, took Yvonne hostage and took her baby hostage. And Jesse went to the rescue. Angie followed him, and Angie saw Jesse murder her father to save a woman and a baby, but still a hard thing to get past.
Right.
So, Ashley Jones, if your husband murdered your father, would your marriage survive?
Ooh, tough call. I mean, if my father was also stealing babies, I don't know. That's a tough one.
Yeah, if your father was like a violent criminal, but also you had to watch, like not even just hear about it,
Hmm. Hmm.
watch your husband kill your father.
Yeah, not without a lot of couples counseling.
Yeah, I think that'd be such a hard image to get out of your head. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and I think it's less about, I mean, yes, it sucks that it's like her father specifically, but also knowing that your partner is capable of murder is like a really like, what happens the next time we get into a fight? Like,
And I mean, it was like a heat of the moment, like there was a gun to a
totally.
woman's head. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Jesse and Angie get separated, and there's rumors around the hospital that Angie is having an affair with Dr. Jeff Martin. Rumors around because they're getting so close as, you know, her marriage is on the rocks. So, Robin and Matt have been having a nice relationship, but it looks like she's gonna leave town to pursue modeling. But unfortunately, this all leads to the downfall of Cliff. Well, not that part, but Matt, our favorite scumbag Matt.
Mm-hmm.
So Matt, he was supposed to go to South America to bring a kid who did not have medical insurance to the US, but then the kid died before he could fly them out. And so Nina talks to her husband about it, about how they don't have medical supplies in South America. And so Cliff agrees to get some charitable donations and fly out the medicine to the kids. And then Cliff's plane goes down. He's missing, presumed dead.
Wow.
Not a good week for old Cliff.
Yeah, not good. What does Matt have to do with Cliff, though? It's just that because that one kid died,
Yeah.
it sort of
Yeah. It was like
spirals this.
yeah. Matt didn't really cause anything to go wrong. It was just like the
Okay,
first domino in the series. You know what I mean?
got
Like,
it, got it.
oh, my friend's kid died before I could get him to the hospital. Oh, we should help. Oh, Cliff's dead.
Cool.
I mean, not cool, but it's cold-blooded, Ashley Jones.
Meaning I get it now.
You have a taste for blood now. Have to tell your husband. Julie hates her mom's ex-husband, Mark, who works for her mom. So basically, Julie's mom, Ellen, runs a restaurant that has live music. Her ex-husband is a musician there. Julie hates him and is constantly getting into fights with her mom of like, why do you have to work with this guy? And she's like, I'm not gonna fire someone because you don't like them. But she's really getting on her mom's case a lot, even though she knows about her father, Ross, having an affair with Natalie. And her boyfriend even calls her out, like, your dad is actually cheating on your mom. I don't know why you're always on your mom's back about this ex-husband. But she's like, he's too involved with her and I don't like him. So, you
So
know.
while her dad, so mom was married before the marriage that brought her.
I mean, she's adopted.
Okay, but her adoptive father is currently married to mom.
Yeah.
Mom's ex-husband still works at the restaurant,
Yep.
but her adoptive father is currently cheating on her mother.
Hmm.
Okay, got it. I think she's kind of missing the mark. If she's trying to protect her mom, she should protect her from what's currently happening instead of what was.
Erica has been dating politician Travis Montgomery, and things are going well, but Erica has been trying for months to get him to marry her. And Travis is like, I'm divorced. I don't see myself getting married again. And then Erica finds out she's pregnant, and she's like, I cannot tell Travis. And her mom and brother are like, you have to. And she's like, he's gonna feel obligated to marry me once he knows. And then what? Like, then he'll be trapped with me forever. And they're like, well, maybe he won't feel obligated to marry you. And she's like, he's running for Congress. He can't have an illegitimate baby right now. He's gonna marry me. And then in classy, soapy fashion, they have a conversation with her mom and brother where he's like, thank God I don't have any kids. I'd hate for them to be holding me back right now, type thing. One of those things you say when you don't have all the info.
Right.
And so that's where we leave things with them, with him kind of being like, thank God I don't have any kids. Well, Erica is secretly pregnant.
Wow. It's very mature of our Erica to like want to get engaged, but doesn't want to obligate somebody to marry her. It's very mature.
Cecily and she has been scheming to break Charlie and Julie up because she wants Charlie for herself. And it's worked a couple times, but also has begun to backfire.
As in they're getting closer together.
Yep.
Eh.
So then we have Elizabeth Carlisle has come to town, and she is Julie's long lost mother who gave Julie up because she was a sex worker and could not afford to support them. She always planned that as soon as she had enough money and was out of that life, she'd come back and get Julie. But it's Myrtle, who's her friend and who's been on the show since the 70s, has just been like, hey, she's happy with Ellen and Ross right now. You faked your death. You're gonna cause trauma to her if you confront her. So, Julie's mom is back from the dead.
Did she fake her death?
Yeah. So, Adam and Brooke are together. They're engaged. Good news. Brooke's ex-husband, Tom, has been dating Adam's daughter, Sky. So Brooke's ex-husband is poised to become her son-in-law. That's what's happening.
Oh boy.
Hmm. So Tom and Sky have been vibing, but she's been having her struggles. She drives drunk, gets into a car accident because she thinks Tom is going to dump her for Brooke, which is not the case because her dad managed to steal Brooke from Tom. And so the car accident where Sky nearly dies makes Tom and Sky get even closer and they get married.
Okay. That complicates Brooke and Adam's engagement.
And Brooke and Adam get engaged at their wedding. And Sky's like, "Did you have to do this today?" And Adam's like, Adam's like, "You're being such a brat." Sky storms out of her own wedding because she's mad at her dad. She storms out with her husband because she's so pissed. I think she's right. He was pulling focus from her at her wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you agree or disagree?
Oh, I agree. I am very much of like knowing how much work, money, energy goes into planning a wedding. Like there should be a cone of silence against any kind of announcements or any kind of alternate celebrations at or near, around, right before a wedding. Like, even at the rehearsal dinner, it's not okay to be like, guess what? I'm pregnant. Or like, guess what? We're engaged. Or like, blah. Like, no. Mm-mm. Sorry. You, as a couple who's getting married, you you spend a ton of, again, time, energy, money in planning the day, and it's put together, like I actually have a personal story to this regard. We went to a friend's wedding and I had just found out I was pregnant like
Hmm.
maybe a month prior. And it was still in the stage where we couldn't tell anybody anyway.
Hmm.
But I had to be very careful being at that wedding, and sort of dodging questions and dodging like, oh, let me get you another glass of wine. Oh, no, I'm good. Like, I remember being so freaked out about being found out because I was like, this is not our day. This is their day. I want to make sure there is no, like, nothing to take the focus off my friends and their wedding.
Very responsible of you.
I do my best.
Yeah, I think Adam was being a little too hard on his daughter there on her
Yes.
wedding day.
And
They call it.
especially though, like being the dad, like the dad at a wedding is a very like sacred, like like there's so many traditions to do with like the dad and the daughter and the mom and the son and like to
And
take
her
the
mom
focus
has passed as well. So,
right. Even more so that you're the only parent there. Like, yeah. Because presumably you get one wedding, right? Like
mhm.
it's a once in a lifetime thing and you don't want it like ruined.
Yeah. I mean, this is a soap, but this is Sky's first wedding, and she believes it'll be her last, you
Right.
know? And I will say for Adam, I think a huge sticking point is he doesn't want his woman's ex to be his son-in-law. And
Yeah.
so he's not really as supportive as he could be because
Right.
he's like, if you could have married anyone else,
Right.
because now that
I
guy's
get
in his life,
Pine Valley is small, but can't you date anyone else?
it's bad news. Bad news. Anyway, so I think in fairness to Adam, that could be why he's somewhat checked out of being a good father at this wedding.
Hmm.
But, also in fairness to Sky, I think she has a valid point.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally 364 other days they could have gotten engaged.
Hmm. Or just even waited to announce it,
Sure.
just
Yeah.
like
Like
get it.
the day after. Be like,
Yeah.
hey, guess what? We're engaged.
And we keep circling back to Ross, Ellen, and Julie, but I'm sorry, I'm telling you this story in parts. So here's our very last thing, which is Ross accused Ellen of cheating on him with her ex-husband, Mark, which, he's been having an affair with Natalie. So I think it's the guilty conscience. Cheaters think everyone else is cheating. Their marriage has been on the rocks. She's not sure she even wants to stay in it. She's kind of staying in it for her daughter, who, to be fair, has a dead mom, or so she thinks, and spent many years in the foster care system. So, there's a lot of abandonment issues there, things like that. She's trying to make it work for Julie. But Ellen rolls over in bed to start something with her husband, but in his sleep, he calls out for Natalie. Dun dun dun.
Well, and especially if you're already in like a shaky place and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna try to make some connection with my husband, like, and then he's like, oh, somebody else's name. You're like,
Hmm.
wow, okay, that just
Hmm.
that just ruined everything.
And she doesn't know about the affair
Mm,
because, you know,
right.
so starting to get a sense of, hey, wait a second.
Something's up here.
All right, winners and losers.
I'm gonna say winner, only in the sense of she's acting very mature, is Erica. Because even though she wants to get married to her boyfriend, she doesn't want to trap him, even though she is pregnant. So that's like she's not a winner in what's happening to her, but she's a winner in like she's making good choices.
Hmm.
I gotta say Ross.
Hmm.
He's just like having an affair and then blaming his wife for having an affair that she's not having and creating more distance between him and his wife, even though like they want to stay together for the kids. Yeah, he's a loser.
My loser will be Nina, in that I feel bad for her
Mm,
because she set out to help this hospital in South America, and it ended with not only the hospital not being helped, but her husband's plane going down. So Nina is my
fair.
loser. And I think my winner is Brooke. Like, she's in an uncomfortable position in that her future son-in-law is her ex-husband and father of her child. But, she's happy. She got engaged. She didn't do anything wrong at this wedding.
True. True dat.
So,
She just said yes.
mhm.
Although she could have said, not right now, ask me tomorrow. But
you know,
anyway.
She's in love. You know, weddings bring up stuff for people. It's so
Totally.
romantic. There's flowers, the drinks are a-flowing, there's
Oh,
cake.
yeah.
You know, you're celebrating love.
A lot of people get crazy ideas at weddings, for sure.
So yeah, I'll let Brooke have a winner. Should she have waited? Yeah, probably. But of the people in these 3 months, you know, it's like on a
Mm.
technicality, she's my winner. But all right, that is it for this week. Please like, subscribe, comment,
Buy our merch.
and we have a lot of new designs in our merch store now. I
Totally.
just uploaded some, so
Ooh,
you can get Pals Chat podcast. You can on a shirt, mug, bag, all that fun stuff. You can get a map of Pine Valley that I made.
nice.
Took too long of a time, I think. Can't get those hours
Right?
back, but it's in our merch store for you to have your own map of Pine Valley. So please enjoy, support us on Patreon. That's it for this week. Well,
Well,
bye.
bye.
Thank you for listening. Our theme song is Wouldn't It Be Nice by Sound Mirage featuring Lady Rand. Please rate and review, download, subscribe, all the things. And you can email us at amcrewatch@gmail.com. Thanks. Talk to you next week.